It was a 19-year-old boy who was shot and killed today in Chicago, and don't nobody know where the crime scene at. Don't nobody know who shot him, how he died, and none of that shit. He got killed. His friends picked his body up, took it to the ER, John Stroger, which is a hospital, dropped his body off in front of the ER and drove off. Hit the like button. We finna talk about this. Goal on this video, 1,000 likes. This is actually crazy and sick too. But then again, this go on in the streets when there's a lot of gang violence and street shit. People don't really want to talk to the police. You bring a dead body to the police station, you gonna be questioned for it and shit like that. So hit the like button. It was a 19-year-old boy today who was gunned down, shot multiple times, blicked up. I mean, motherfuckers put bullets all in his body today. But don't nobody know where the crime scene was at. Don't know if it was the north side, south side, east side, none of that shit. He was actually shot and killed. I guess his friends or whoever cared about him, somebody gave a fuck about this young man, where they put him in a car and drove him to the hospital. They went in front of the ER, dropped his body off right there, and then drove off. I'm talking about he at the ER laying down on the ground, lifeless, not even moving, none of that shit. The hospital called the police. They pronounced him dead at the hospital. He was shot multiple times. Not one time, he was shot multiple times, body blicked all the way up. The police say they looking at surveillance footage of the cameras of the car that dropped them off, but don't nobody know what's going on. Eventually, people probably gonna find out once they notify the family of that young man when they find out who he is. Then maybe more information will come through. But as of right now, this is very suspicious. You know, this happened a lot when this gang banging involves street shit. It happened in the street, you gotta leave it on the street. And I think this one of them cases, you know. A motherfucker was scared they gonna be questioned by the police or whatever, so they dropped their friend off and shit like that in front of the in front of the hospital. It's very crazy and wild as hell. We gotta be better than that. Remember, it's officially the summertime, so it's dangerous as hell right now. That sun is out, which means them guns are out, and everybody dumb is out. You know, when that summertime comes, people start acting real crazy, irritated. The smallest thing could get you murdered, blah, 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 blah. So you got to be careful out here. But I wanted to bring to your attention, it was a young man in Chicago who was killed, shot multiple times. His friends picked his body up, put it in a car, dropped him off in front of the hospital and rode off on him. I don't know. Is that love or is that not love, you know? I don't know. I guess the street shit, you don't want to talk to the police, but this sickening in my opinion. Teenager. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about this.